Hey Austin, how you doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
All right, thanks for taking the time to chat with us. Appreciate it. What appeals to you about this opportunity with the Patriots?
Well, this opportunity was presented to me initially, obviously right at the start of free agency, and the more I talked to my agent, the more I talked to people I worked with in the past, and obviously being able to get to the facility, meet Gerard in person, meet all the coaches, meet some of my teammates. It made the decision really simple from there.
You mentioned just a quick follow up. You mentioned some people you were familiar with that you played 2 years in Cleveland. Coach Van Pelt was there. How would you describe your connection with him and what maybe he's going to do here? How that suits you well?
Yeah, so we worked together for 2 years. Really smart guy. There's a good energy in the building, and that's a huge part of it. Most people just think of the 3 hours you see on Sunday, but there's, as you guys know, there's many more hours throughout the week where you're spending a lot of time together, and it makes work so much better when you enjoy the people you work with. Makes sense, right? So I mean, his style, his approach, his offense, his understanding of his personnel, and who he is as a man and a coach. It's going to make it really fun to be in the building every day.
Question, Mark Daniels.
Hey Austin, welcome to New England. For those who don't know you, how would you describe your game? And second part of that question is, what are you looking to prove as you come to the Patriots?
I mean, first of all, I mean, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I'm not going to make any predictions or, talk about personnel, scheme, anything like that. Like, just excited about the next opportunity. So, I mean, proving anything, just another way of saying I'm proving myself. Like, I'm going year 9 in an offense I've been a part of before, helping an organization do what they need to do to get wins. So, I'm just grateful to be a part of another team, a historically really good team with a lot of awesome leadership that's been in place there for a long time, and people that have been around that organization for a long time. It'll be awesome to learn that side of the game for sure.
Thank you.
Question, Chris Ryan.
Hey, Austin, welcome to New England. You mentioned meeting Gerard Mayo for the first time. What stood out to you about that meeting and kind of who he is as an individual?
Yeah, we got to caught him in the lunchroom actually, or cafeteria, able to sit down and talk to him, just understand who he is, family man, understand what he's trying to build here, and just getting a feel for the person. Because again, like most people, just see the 3 hours on Sunday when a lot more hours go into it. So just being able to understand, at least on the surface level at this point, who the man is and what he's all about, what his philosophy is. It was a very productive conversation.
And also, was it difficult making the decision to come to the Patriots, not quite knowing, what was going to happen with the quarterback position? And did you need any, assurances or anything of that nature?
No, I mean, I was as soon as I got the opportunity. I mean, something you obviously, before you move cross country or do anything, you take some time, you think about it, and realizing the staff that's in place, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it made it really simple. I mean, I'm not the GM, I'm not the head coach. I don't know what their plan is for draft day. They haven't tipped their cards to me, if that's what you're wondering. But I mean, grateful for the opportunity, grateful to work with people I worked with in the past, and ready to go.
Thanks, Austin.
Question, Chris Mason.
Hey, Austin. I'm just wondering, do you have any sort of relationship with Hunter Henry yet? And have you heard from him since you signed?
Hunter, we're same draft class, obviously. Got talking a bunch of the combine. I've talked, throughout the years, seeing him here and there and whatnot. But Hunter, I'm gonna spend a bunch of time with him in the tight end room. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it.
How do you think the two of you can play off each other, with the different skill sets?
Mm. I'm excited. We gotta see exactly what we want to do offensively and see, and um, who's where. I mean, obviously, I haven't even stepped foot in the building yet in terms of scheme, game plan, anything like that. So this is all just a guess at this point, so I'm not really going to speculate on it. I just know he's really talented, and I'm going to be able to learn a lot, and it's going to be fun playing next to him.
Thank you.
Question, Andrew Callahan.
Hey, Austin, appreciate you taking some time here today with us. Welcome to New England. I wanted to ask you just, you're a guy who's obviously lasted in the league, going on year 9. How has your game changed the last couple of years where you can say I'm better at X, Y, and maybe even Z compared to a number of years ago?
Yeah, it's just like that 10,000 hours theory, right? Like the more you do anything, the better you get at it. So I've been in a bunch of different offenses, whether it be gap scheme, outside zone, play action, passing game, attacks, short and intermediate passing attacks. So it's cool when you get to be a part of, see, in 9 years. Bear with me for a second. Yeah, five different offense, 6 different offenses, including some changes. So yeah, so you learn to kind of be a jack of all trades at everything. So whenever you're in any type of offense, you can just relate that and go based off of experience, go based off of leverage, go based off of coverage. And in the run game, understanding, being in the league 9 years, you play a lot of these guys, a lot of the good guys. Obviously, they're around for a long, long time. So you get a feel for them. You understand what they like to do, and it's kind of like you play the game within the game a little bit. So to answer your question, I mean, just goes back to experience. So the more you do anything, the better you're going to get at it. So in terms of route running, in terms of inline blocking outside, whatever it is, just the more you do it, the more comfortable you feel. And once you get comfortable, that's where you get the confidence.
Appreciate it. And then obviously within those different offenses, you worked with a lot of different quarterbacks, right? I mean, what are tricks you might have picked up along the way to, okay, we can get on the same page more quickly if we do, this together?
Yeah, if you're in the right spot at the right time, the quarterback loves that. And if you do that consistently, he'll like you more. It's not that deep, I swear. Like everyone wants to go into relationships and everything. It's just like, hey man, like he's gonna get hit. He's gonna throw this ball to a point in space. Can you trust that you're gonna go in front of that defender and not make him look like an idiot in front of 10 million people? That's like, to just put it like as bluntly as possible, that's kind of what it is a lot of the time, right? Because a lot of these are timing based throws and reads, and a lot of the time there's obviously going to be someone in the area, but they have to have that trust and understanding that you're going to be able to be in that spot where only you can get it and not leave your boy out to dry. I hope that answers it.
Definitely. Blunt is good. I appreciate it, man.
So 2 final questions here. We'll start with Bob Sosi.
Hey, thanks, Steph. Austin, welcome to the Patriots. You used the phrase who Alex is as a man and a coach, and you kind of alluded to some of his qualities as a person. I wonder if you can expound on what makes him a man and a coach you want to be around and work with again.
Yeah, this guy who played in the league, a guy who gets it, a guy who, family man, a husband, a father. So I mean, the right moral makeup there, and just a guy who's, again, has played a lot, been through a lot, has coached a lot, and has seen the game from every angle, so to speak. So especially when I was with him, I think I just turned 25, 26. Anyway, while I was working with him, I was still pretty young, being able to talk to him and kind of being in one building for 4 years, you learn things a certain kind of way, and being able to be exposed to something else and see the game through a different pair of lenses was interesting. And being able to work with him and seeing him be the same dude every single day. By no means does he that, am I implying, does he let things slide? Like, he'll address issues if they're there. Obviously, it's all good coaches do, but there's a way to go about it which inspires the guys and keeps the atmosphere good, keeps the atmosphere one where you can learn, one where you can try stuff out at practice, you can push that boundary. And I'll say I work with a lot of coaches, and not everyone's like that.
And because he played in the league, and Gerard is another, of course, with playing experience, what different quality does that bring from your experience, having played with a lot of different coaches, when that guy's been in your shoes, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, I And let's disclaimer here. This isn't talking ill of anyone.
Understood. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't, anyone who didn't. But just in my personal experience being around guys who did play, there's definitely a deeper level of understanding because they understand what they're asking of you, understand how difficult it is, and putting it on you. And they know that. They've been there. And it's just like another fun challenge. It's like, all right, kid, I had to do it. You have to do it. You know what I mean? So it makes it fun. And when you get AVP rolling a little bit, talking about some old NFL stories too, it's that's going to stay between us. But great guy.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Austin.
Final question here from Taylor Kyles.
Taylor, Austin, thank you so much for your time. Welcome to New England. I know you touched a lot on kind of like from a mental perspective, how you've been able to succeed in the league. I was wondering from a physical perspective, how would you describe your skill set for those who aren't familiar with your game? Because it seemed like in Vegas, they use you more underneath, but I saw a catch down the seam where it's like, nah, this guy can still get after it downfield. So again, how would you describe your physical skill set?
I've been in so many different offenses where I've been asked to do different things. Like, when I was a young boy in Atlanta, like I was in the slot 50% of the time. And then, in Cleveland, I was in line a bunch and really had to tool up that part of my game in the AFC North, blocking gap scheme, blocking outside zone. So I guess to answer your question, it's kind of like that jack of all trades guy. Like, I used to take pride in just, being the pass catcher. And as I gotten older, it's like something, not that I didn't take pride in the run game before. That's not what I'm trying to, not the picture I'm trying to paint here at all. But as I gotten older, I've definitely put more tools in my tool belt in the run game for sure. So I pride myself off of being like that jack of all trades type guy, a guy who can, be comfortable in the slot, be comfortable in line. You need me to be in the backfield picking up blitzers. I've done that. Like, just again, like being in so many different offenses, I've been asked to do so many different things. So with that, at first, it was a lot of, to be honest, discomfort, right? Everyone likes to be in their own comfort zone, but being through all those different experiences have allowed me to become more comfortable with so many different aspects of the position because tight end position, you could be, in line wrestling the big boys, or you could be outside the numbers with the corner, or you can be in the backfield picking up blitzers. Like, you gotta, anytime, anywhere. That's kind of how the position has been, and all the different offenses I've been have asked me to do a lot of different things. So that's been the cool part about this journey for sure. Being able to step outside of the things that I've done or would consider to be like, my safety blanket, and growing in other aspects.
Thank you again.
And thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for everyone who joined the call.
Appreciate
Have
it,
a
guys.
great afternoon.